I tell you what, can I have a couple of volunteers? I want to give something to you real quick. Could you guys just help me? Yeah, why don't you put you guys right here. It's just take these. I want you to pass. Let me grab one of these for myself. Pass that out to everybody. As they're passing it out, I just want to share some of this stuff with you. Remember, you know, this series, I'm kind of looking at what we're doing on Sunday morning a little bit differently than typically what we do. Is we are a launch team. We are a launch team right now for the relaunch of our church, which is going to happen on January 18th. And so we're going to be in the building in December. We're going to be relaunching the church on the 18th. And our goal is we would like to get as many people, as many as our friends, neighbors, unchurched people there as possible. And I really believe that with a lot of prayer, with some hard work, we can have a couple hundred people there on the 18th. I think that would be a lot of fun. That would be great. And what I want to do is I want to show you. I just made this little thing. I like making this really simple to see. Is basically I've made a pre-launch wish list of some things, and I want to thank you guys. Give these guys a hand for their time passing out. I know it was hard. I know it was tough. Thank you. Awesome. There are some things that we need to do to get ourselves ready to be in the best shape possible to be in this building when it comes, okay? And I just put some things down there, and I've done some research and put this together, and I've had some people help me to do this as well. And basically, I've put a relaunch budget there of $32,488.20 right there, okay? And what is that going to be? What do we need to get? Well, one of the first things up at the top is we need to get some dividers to divide that back room so that we can divide into both Kid Connection and KC Pre. Also, the floor in there is like this. It's going to be like a stained floor. And so for the little babies and the little kids, we need to get some flooring that we need to put down to cover some of that area. Also, we want to do some advertising. And we budgeted in for doing one saturation mailing, a billboard, and then some flyers that you guys can just take with you and give to people, or if you have a business, you can put them in your shop that has the new location and that stuff on there. And that's a lot of money for that, but here's the thing that we found is when we started the church, we did a lot of advertising, and we basically went from having about 20 people to having 180 people in 1 week. Okay, so if it's done well, it can be very, very effective. And that all right there is about our city. It's about them. It's about the guys that are out there, the gals that are out there that need Jesus. And we want to do anything that we can to get them in the building. Also, there are the signs, you know, like the flag banner signs that we have out there. We want to add 2 more of those flag banners so that we can put a couple of the big flag signs on Shipman Road and then a couple by the building, which you have to drive about 2 blocks in there. It's not far, but just to let people know, hey, this is where it's at. And then also we want to do some indoor signs that are a little bit nicer than what we have for our Kid Connection and for like the life group area, and then just like a welcome banner. Pipe and drape, we can use the pipe and drape we've got. We need to get a little bit more pipe and drape. One of the issues, if you remember, as you were looking into the building, as we first walked in, it was the stage, and there were 2 doors on the side that actually go back to the room that we're going to have Kid Connection in. What we're going to need to do is we're going to have to make some mock hallways so that where we're sitting, we can have some hallways on the side so if people come late or need to go back and get their children, it won't be a distraction to us. And we can use this pipe and drape we've got, but we need to add just a little bit more to that as far as that goes. Also, another one of the things that we want to do is we want to try to build a contingency fund and just build up a little bit of margin so that if there's ever a problem, later on down there we have some emergency to get into. That we think is really, really important. And God has always taken care of every need that we've ever had. But it would be nice to have a little bit of reserve there. Also, we need to upgrade some of our sound equipment. What's really good is we can already use a lot of the sound equipment that we have. We're going to be allowed to also use some of the equipment that they have in the building. Very thankful to have people in our congregation like Larry, Dan, and that are very, very knowledgeable in that area and have helped us out a lot. We've got them hooked up with the owner of the building, and you know, they're working it to where it's going to be really easy to set up. We do need to buy some new equipment as far as that goes. And then on the tech side of things, there's a couple things that we need to do to get up to speed. Again, we have some of the equipment. We do need to get another computer that's faster, that can do what we want to do. We're going to actually split the video signal into not just two. We're going to keep the TVs, but then we're also going to go to a projector that will be on that back wall, so it's going to have to go into 3 things. And there's a program that we're wanting to use that can do all of our stuff with backgrounds, PowerPoint, videos, everything that we want to do just within one program, which will be really, really nice. And I was actually noticing that our computer back there is starting to do some funny things. So I think the screen's about to go out. So there's some stuff that we need to get. Okay? And so this, on the practical side for our church right now, this is some stuff that we're needing to do. And we'd like to get this. Now here's the deal right here. Is I know the way God is, we can do this. We can do it. But if we don't, you know what? That's fine. It'll be good enough. We'll do whatever we can with whatever we've got. And one of the things I think that we're really good about here at Networks Church is whatever we have, we get it, we stretch it as far as it can go, and we make it work as good as we can get. And I believe we've always been able to pull off something very well with what we've had. And I believe we have been a good steward as far as that goes. Now, some of you are probably looking at it and you're thinking, man, 32, that's going to be one heck of a car wash to get that money in. Well, actually, I'm not thinking about car wash. I'm not thinking about that. I believe that we can actually do that just with our group. We can bring that in.